Good evening, everyone. It's the Activated Futurtarian. First and foremost, I want to say peace, power, and soul. It is AF1. Dealing with dark matter versus solar energy. See, the dark matter plays a factor with the solar energy. They go hand in hand. They work together because without solar energy, there's no life. Without dark matter, there's no life. So when you see and you put everything together in a perspective of moving things forward, you have to manipulate both dark matter, solar energy. Dark matter, solar energy. So which one's more powerful? Which one has the most power? Well, when you're dealing with a dark matter has power because when you're dealing with dark matter, you can manipulate it. If you can tap in to the dark matter source, you can manipulate certain things in dark matter. That's why when you're dealing with the vampires, when they're talking about the vampires, the lichens, and all that stuff, the vampires, they were allergic to sunlight, and they show you this stuff in the movies every time. They throw it in the movies every time because all this stuff played out into the future. So when you're dealing with dark matter is actually a blueprint. It's a blueprint to the universe. It's the blueprint. So if you got a blueprint, if you building a building or building a structure, what do? You make the blueprint. You have to have the blueprint, and you have to put everything in, get everything in order. You have to measure this, measure that. That's the thing dealing with dark matter. Dark matter plays a factor. Solar energy plays a factor. They both do. Dealing with, see, the reason why I got this picture right here, it says the Big Bang. So it's like the Big Bang and everything just happened. That's why I say the Big Bang theory. It's a theory. It's not nothing that's set in stone, but it's a theory on life and how life evolved in this universe. That's what the Big Bang is, how life evolved in this universe. But it's also a theory. That's why they say the Big Bang theory. So dealing with dark matter. Between dark matter and solar energy, which one is more significant to moving things forward? Well, I'll say both. Both are. Both are significant to moving things forward. Because if you take out the dark matter, then you will have no sun. If you take out the sun, then you will have no dark matter. It's the same thing as the yin and the yang theory. Same thing. That's why when I made that video talking about being overcarbonated. See, this is the thing about being overcarbonated. I was talking about on a mental aspect. I wasn't talking about on a physical aspect. So everybody that's dark-skinned and they're like beautiful, or women are attracted to men that are dark-skinned. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the mind power in dealing with the solar system, dealing with the dark matter, the mind power in the solar system. It wasn't on a physical aspect. It was on a mental aspect because of this solar system. This solar system only has one sun. That's why when I was saying the balance, being balanced, being carbonated, balanced, that's what I was talking about. And see, some of these people, they don't really get it. They think I'm talking about on a physical aspect. No, I'm talking about on a mental aspect, receiving intel, getting everything booming down here, everything beaming down here from the center of the galaxy, and also through supernovas, everything like that. Everything that's shooting through the universe that you can tap into, sort of like satellites, phone towers. So that's what I mean when I say being overcarbonated. Overcarbonated is not a bad thing. especially on a physical aspect. It's not a bad thing, but on a mental aspect, somebody who's carbonated, that's has a balance of carbon in them, they can tap into the intel and tap into the frequencies more easier, because this solar system only has one sun. There's solar systems out here that have 3 suns, 4 suns, 5 suns, 6 suns. Yeah, they're out here, because you always have to remember, when you're dealing with a billion of stars, and you're dealing with I'm sorry, billion of galaxies and trillion of stars, because that right there lets you know that there's going to be some solar systems that have more than one sun. And when they have more than one sun, then the people that's on that planet, if they're a golden being, they're going to be balanced out on how many stars that they have in their solar system. So if you have three suns in your solar system, you might be like purple, like really dark, like purple dark purple. So that's what I mean by balanced carbon, because I had one teacher talking about you need to explain this overcarbonated, because this and that. And I already knew where he was gonna go. He was gonna go back to the slave plantation, where you had the lighter golden beings inside the house, and you had the darker ones. There's my brother right there. Then you had the darker ones that were in the fields. I'm not talking about that. That's all physical. That's all physical carbon balance or carbon overbalance. I'm not talking about the physical. I'm talking about the mental and the DNA. Dealing with this, dealing with the balance. It depends what solar system you live in. Dealing with the balanced carbon. Now, if you're living in a solar system that has 3 suns, majority of the people on the planet they'll still have different shades of carbon, aka melanin. They will have different shades of that. But when you're dealing with these solar systems that have these multiple stars, that has a balance on evolvement, then you're gonna see people that's on there, that's in these solar systems, they're gonna be extra dark. They're gonna be real dark. They're gonna be like, like some of the Africans that's in Africa right now, how dark skinned they are, right? And because they get a shot of solar energy on a consistent basis, because of their location on the graph of the planet. So that's what I was saying with this brother. He was talking about I want you to explain this overcarbonated, this and that. Overcarbonated because it's the solar system that you live in. This solar system right now only has one sun, so you have to have a balance of carbon. That's why when you're dealing with the Egyptians, they had a balance in carbon. They wasn't overcarbonated. They did not look like the Africans for a reason. I'm not even finna go into all that. That's a whole different video, but that's why I had said that. It wasn't that dark-skinned people are not attractive or not, they can't be intelligent. But when you're dealing with the solar system, it's the solar system that you live in. This solar system only has one sun. So if you're a being and you come from a solar system with 2 suns, 3 suns, 4 suns, and it's all balanced out, but you're still receiving that radiation, and you're still receiving that intel through those suns, then yeah, you'll be more darker. That's what I was trying to explain to this teacher. He didn't even get it. Didn't even get it. But it is what it is. So that's the thing. Being overcarbonated on the planet was not a mental aspect. I mean, it was a mental aspect. That's what I was saying, not physical, because there's a lot of beautiful dark-skinned people on the planet that's beautiful. You got the women. You guys seen the pictures. You've seen the pictures on Facebook and on Instagram, this and that. You catch a chick that she's dark, she's really, really dark and beautiful as hell. I'm not talking about that. That's the physical. I'm talking about the mental aspect, receiving the intel, receiving the frequencies that's beaming through the atmosphere right now, because the solar system only has one sun. We don't have multiple suns. That's the whole point that I was making. And this teacher was like, "Oh well, you got to explain this more thoroughly, this and then." I'm like, "Whatever. It is what it is." It's the activated Futurtarian AF1. First and foremost, I'm going to say peace, power, and soul before I end this video. And also, I want to say shout out to the brother Sarayas and the movement. And we're going to keep moving forward. Peace.